What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It is Tuesday. I have to admit something to you guys. I did not upload yesterday. I know I'm talking to an empty crowd at this moment, but I failed to upload yesterday because I was, well, I'm not gonna blame it on anything, but I will say I was just busy and I had different priorities, so I didn't upload because hold on. Okay, so I did think about it a lot of times, so it wasn't like a thing where I was like, oh, I need to. All right, I just didn't completely forget about it, nor was I that busy. I mean, I was busy, but I prioritized other things besides what I was wanting the video for. But so today will be like a double feature. I'm gonna upload two videos, and there's that. I mean, I just want to do it every day. Like, I don't want to make it a thing where it's like, oh, one day I'm just gonna be like, nah, it's fine, and then I slowly get out of the habit of doing it, and then there you go, it's over. Like, I killed the habit, and then it's like, nah, I don't feel like uploading it. There's no views anyways. It's like, yeah, there was views. It's just now there isn't right now, and that's fine. I mean, woo! That car almost hit me. That truck was about to go, and they immediately stopped. If they would have kept going, considering that I was about, I don't know, 10 feet at the most, at that moment when he was about to go, we would have collided. Guarantee you. But he jerked it. He jerked it hard. He started going, and then he just hit the brakes. I'm not gonna cuss. Okay, but anyways, I almost died there. Not died. Just a huge inconvenience because it would probably wreck my car and would have been totaled. So, um, yes, I'm currently on my way home, but I will upload the two videos when I get home. I work out every time I get home, so do that first. Upload the videos, work on my homework. First thing I did once I had free time, once I showered and all that, and exercised before that, was I did my homework. I worked on my coding because I'm taking this Udemy class. I don't know if this is gonna affect the video if I'm talking louder over the wind because for me it's a bit harder to pronunciate or hear myself when the wind's in my ear. But anyways, I'm doing this class in Udemy um, for Python, but I forget the name of the creator or teacher. And it's a female developer, and um, it's a female teacher, professor, Asian. I forgot her name, but I mean, if you look up like Python Udemy or whatever, like coding Udemy, you'll find her stuff right away. But she's really good. She's teaching in a way that helps me understand some stuff. I also don't get right away. Um, well, you're not supposed to get it right away because it's coding, but she puts an effort to say that too, or like she consciously admits that here and there. It's like obviously, if you feel overwhelmed, that's fine because that's how you should feel. Like coding isn't easy, but yeah, I mean, those shortcomings that come with it are because of me, because I'm learning it. So it's just a teaching thing or a student thing. So that's pretty good. I like the class. I want to finish it by this year. I really want to finish it by this year. I know it sounds crazy within 6 months, but I'm also taking classes. I also have two jobs. So there's a lot of things, but I'm not making that barrier. So I'm gonna finish it this year. I'm gonna make it a goal to finish it this year. I'm gonna make it a goal. Like, oh, I really am. So okay, better live out. Okay. I'll let that guy go because I'm the full stop. But yes, I'm gonna finish it this year. Like I'm not gonna be doing it for 2 years. Like it's crazy. I'm not doing it for 2 years. So yes, finishing it this year, and I'm gonna learn it. It'll be the one thing I'm doing. I know I have time, but I'm not making that thing where it's like, oh, I have time, so I'm gonna just do whenever I want. It's like, no, I have to actively push into it further so I can get better at it. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make it my goal. It can't be that hard. It just can't be that hard. So I will see to the end, and then give my review, and hopefully be some coder for Python at least. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. But besides that, everything's pretty normal. School's going just as it should. I mentioned in the video yesterday, which obviously I'm going to upload today, that it's got a little harder, but that's good because the harder it gets, the better I'm become resilient at the tougher classes, like even the coding classes. Like once I do those, I'll be able to do the rest of the stuff. So yes, that's what we're doing. Oh, to be honest, I'm getting pretty tired. So yeah, guys, it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good for us. I mean, I feel like if you're always constantly looking for better things, you're gonna get there because you reflect, and then you reflect some more, and then you're like, maybe I should just not keep consuming, you know, feel good progressive videos and just listen about it. So that's what you do. You eventually reach a point where, I mean, that's how it was with me, where I was like, okay, let me look up how to do this, or what do I need to do? What is the mindset? What is the habits of these people? Successful people that get things done. And I was like, all right, I read a bunch of books, watch videos, whatever, influencers, creators that do that kind of stuff or have that kind of content. And then at some point, and they say this as well, but even in my own journey, I was like, okay, I just need to go do something about it instead of just looking at things and be like, yep, when I get there, I know exactly what to do then. So yeah, now I'm doing it, and it's awesome. But all right, guys, I'm getting tired, like more than usual. All of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but just more than usual. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be safe out there. Don't do anything weird. Peace out. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Oh, dude, I can't put on my seatbelt. All right, let's get out of here. It's time to go home. It's Monday. Bye, Erica. You too. All right, guys. Let's get out of here. It's time to go home. Back to the homestead. Here we are. All right, yeah, guys. What's up? It's Monday. Not that hard of a day today. It's 1 o'clock. Got done around like 12, 10, 12, 20. Prepped some stuff. Helped out with some people as well. So, I mean, even in my job as I go, I also help out people too, or I help out one guy, really, the awning guy, Tony. So I don't mind because it's just part of, I consider it part of my job is because I'm helping out, and in the case that, I would be considered unfair, well, I got one person to back me up at least. So, of course, I generally don't practice anything unfair because, I'm not trying to be unfair. Of course, if I'm busy enough, the parameters of being fair and being unfair go as far as anyone goes, right? It's like, well, like I'm being fair doing this, so and I'm helping you out and I'm helping this person out because I got time. But if I don't have time, it's not unfair to call it that because I don't have time. So if I don't have time to help you out, I can't help you out. So it's not unfair. It's unfair if I have time to help you out and I'm sitting around and you need help and I'm not doing anything about it. So yeah, that's understandable. But not in this case. But anyways, guys, that's just a little quick bit of my job. But yeah, today wasn't too bad. I got homework to do. Surprisingly, the classes got a little harder. I say surprisingly because I'm still like an intro level stuff, I guess. Nothing too intermediate, too hard, I guess. So yeah, that's the problem. It's getting a little harder, but that's alright because this is training me to work harder, to get more discipline into the craft of working on homework like that. So I don't mind it because I mean, if I get a good grade, I would have to assume I'm genuinely learning something from it. So I'm not like I couldn't get an A and not know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So it makes sense. It makes sense to me. So yeah, I mean, there's only like one class that's kind of hard, and that's about it. That I think is hard, or more so time consuming. Not hard. It's hard in the sense that I can't do it in one sitting. So what the fuck? Oh, but yeah, not too bad. I started doing TikToks, like face to face videos now, and they seem to be working out. My latest video got like 500 views, and I know that's nothing crazy. I'm not saying that's insane. I'm saying it's insane for me though, having only 2 followers. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, only having like 2 followers and 40 some likes. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. I mean, I never thought I'd get more than. Well, I mean, it's TikTok, so it's kind of algorithm based. Of course, if algorithm based, obviously, and then it's the content of your videos that then drive it forward and then kind of keep looping it. I think I heard someone explain it where it's like they'll shoot your video up and then see if it works. If not, they bring it down, whatever. But if it's engaging, if people are watching it, they're gonna keep bringing it up because if it's content that they like, that people see that are watching it, then they're gonna push it further and further into bigger circles and then all that kind of stuff. So yeah, the, I think I'm getting better at that. I realized that even through my own experience on TikTok, it's like it has to be quick. It has to be not necessarily quick like it has to be 10 seconds videos. No, it has to be like quick with information and feedback because if you're not quick with the no, it's Mark here for you. Okay. Um. Anyways, what was I talking about? I totally forgot what I was talking about. I had to get a drink of water. My throat's so dry. I don't know why it gets so dry, but I guess I just need some water. But yeah, I'm not sure what I was talking about, guys. Genuinely, it was TikTok, I think. But anyways, yeah, TikTok. It's been good. I like it. I like giving the information. Oh yeah, about the speed of the information I have to give. It's great. I mean, um, yes, it's not so hard. It's not that hard really to post content. I mean, it's like think of an idea, like 10 seconds. It's like okay, how do I, you know, like I don't even know how I come with ideas. I just think about things that I'm like, let me think. Let me make one right off the head. Like, let me think. Let me think. Let me think. So you know what's crazy, guys? I've been doing Farbies for over 5 years, and they say it's all out of money. It's a lot of money. It's like it's great, but it's honestly a scam because in reality, like all these young people that see the money, it's like yeah, you make money entry level, $1,200, $2,000 a week, but and then you cap off, and that's it. It's like yeah, okay, you do make a lot of money. I'm saying it's not bad money, but I'm saying what I'm trying to say is, um, even though it's great money, it fluctuates really crazy. That's the part that people don't really tell you. I guess maybe they do, maybe they don't. But for me, they never told me. So it's like they always said, "Oh, it's great money. It's great money. Like you gotta do it." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll do it." And I do like it, and I'm veering off of it for something else for myself for my degree, and it has helped a lot. But it should be a jump off platform, not something that you should stick long term because, yeah, you get good money sometimes, but honestly, it's not really worth having to wait around and get lump sums of money. And also, I mean, that's money that's bad, but um, also your experience doesn't really matter as much unless you're actually punching upwards. So it's like I would assume in other jobs, it's like okay, you've done 5 years of this, like you can negotiate. You can be like, well, I've done this much for this long. It's like I know what to do. But in RVs, it's like, well, everyone else is getting paid this much. Like that's what you're gonna get paid. Like it doesn't matter how much experience you are in, unless you get hired for a team leader role or anything higher. Then you get paid differently, obviously. But if you're just working on the line like everybody else, like 90% of the group, 90% of the people there, you're gonna be paid the same rate as everybody else. So it's like you could be in there for 5, 6 years, and then guess what? A newbie that just entered and knows how to do trimming gets paid the same. So it's like your experience doesn't really matter. Like I said, unless you're punching upwards to get a managerial job type of situation. But again, it goes back to it. 90% of people will make the same money, so it's like experience doesn't matter that much, and totality, and it's all of it, I guess. But yeah, okay. So that was like kind of botched because I stuttered a lot, and I wasn't necessarily thinking of it linearly, like a storytelling, because you gotta kind of tell it a story. But the idea is you gotta say it quick, and then you gotta give all this information. Maybe come up with a good hook, like saying like, "Oh yeah, our reviews are great, but they're a scam." And I was like, "What do you mean they're a scam?" It's like even though you diffuse it in a different way, you're not sort of neglecting the claim. You're just diffusing it in a different way. That's kind of how it all works. It's like you can say, "Oh, this is how it works. This is how it doesn't work." Um, but ultimately, your hook can be arguable, debatable, and then that can create people to start looking at your videos and be like, oh, "Okay, well, he's wrong and he's right for this X amount of reasons, this reason in particular, or something like that," and then they can go amongst themselves. It's like the South Park episode where they essentially break it down, where it's like A and B are arguing, but then C, or rather, it's almost like A and B give off a quick shot of conversation with each other, but then character C is the one that actually intervenes and takes up another level, and then that guy gets leveled up by somebody that wasn't part of the original argument. So it all works in its own way, so it's great. But the point isn't to argue, just to create conversation. But that was just a quick little thing I thought of just now because I just saw an RV because we work in the RV capital essentially or RV city. But yeah, that's how it usually works for me. I just think of something that I mean, it is legitimate. It is my experience. I don't just say stuff that I'm like, oh yeah, like red trucks, right? Like fire trucks, yeah, they suck. You guys need to upgrade to these Chinese fire trucks. Like, no, I'm not saying anything that's not credible or through my own experience, because then I'm just sounding crazy. And also, the hardest thing to talk about is things you don't know. When you talk about things you don't know, it's like you sound like you don't know anything. It's like, oh yeah, this house, these trees right here, they they're composed of wood and they got leaves and a lot of cool stuff too. In fact, they well, they come from the ground, from a seed, and grow years and years and years, and they just stay there. And even though they wither during the winter and their leaves all fall off, they come back and regain their strength. Like, like I just sound like I'm literally feeling it as I go, which doesn't sound good for someone that's like trying to listen to you, right? It's like even facing someone face to face and having them explain something that is kind of like not in their field, or they're just kind of like saying, well, and then, it's like you're gonna be a little like, all right, come on, get to the point, get to the point. It's like it's dragging on too much, and nobody wants that. So I kind of see that's what's happening, but I'm also not taking it too seriously, where I need to like create a hook and then a whole story. It's just I want to talk. Like these videos are really just for myself and my family or anyone watching too. I don't care. It's like it's just a conversation. Just like this is like, coffee talk. I guess I don't know whatever you call it, but that's what they call it in my class when it's people talking with each other. But it's just that. Like I don't I don't really see this going anywhere. I'm not purposefully upgrading this content to make it more pleasing for other people, which I can. I'm sure it can. There's a way. There's always a way to upgrade the content, but this is just this. It's just me talking. I'm not trying to make anything out of it. Really. TikTok's more of a different thing where I'm like, all right, let's see what I can do with it. Let's see what I can leverage, because the thing is, once you become somebody that's credible, quote unquote credible, it's like you can say whatever you want and act like it matters. It's like think of it like with Instagram disabled likes, or YouTube disabling likes. It's like if all they see is positive reinforcement on your stuff, they're gonna assume that you have some credi- credibility. So that's how it works. It's like people will see that and then they'll still want to argue about it. Like if they see somebody that's not credible at all talking about something they don't know about, no one's gonna bother to argue with you. But they will argue about something. They will talk about something that is from somebody credible, something silly, that's from someone credible. So guess what? Now you got a thing where it's like, well, actually, I know this about this. You're wrong about that, right? It's like you're not necessarily for the person that's making the video. It's like you're not just making a video about. Uh, you're just not making a video about nonsense either. But the point of it is to make a controversy and all that. So yeah, we'll see where it goes. I won't let it take over my life like a thing where I'm like, all right, let me go. Like I said, I mentioned before in every single video, essentially, I'm like, I don't want to make a thing that takes over my life. So, I mean, unless I'm making great money, then I'm like, all right, well, I need to take it, I need to take it up a level because people want to hear me and people need to see me. So I want to make more content. But that'd be the case if I was making like $500,000, and I'd be like, all right, now I gotta take it seriously and take time to make better content because it's serious money. But right now, it's not too serious, and it's not about making it serious. It's about having fun. That's really just what it is. Because once I do not start having fun with it, that's when I'll stop making videos. Because if I'm not having fun, what's the point of it? Like, it'll get boring for me. It'll lead to burnout. It'll lead to the feeling of burden. Like, oh, I gotta make a video today. Like, why not gonna make that? Like I don't want to do that. So that's kind of my idea on it. But I'll let you guys go. It's getting really warm in here, and I don't want the air blasting through. So I'll see you guys next time.